Hi guys, I just wanted to share with you the spreadsheet that I use to enter marks in for exams, and I took the liberty of creating the spreadsheets for each of the different Year 9 classes, and feel free to use your own if you like. But anyway, I'll show you what I'm doing with mine. So I'm just going to open up, I put it in shared science, I'll put it in shared science, assessment task. Solutions 2022, Year 9, and I made a folder called Analysis Student Performance and Tasks. Anyhow, I'll show you my life science AL. I started entering data already from the multiple choice that that I marked over the weekend. So this is the front page, and I'll go back to this in a moment, but I'll go to the mark section for now. So I customized it so that we've got all of the questions that are on the exam, and I've allocated each of the questions with their total marks, so on and so forth. And I've also created columns for knowledge and understanding and communications and problem solving, which basically just add up the numbers from the appropriate questions onto the right column there. Anyhow, let's get to that in a sec. All right, so this is what I would do. So I've got my paper here that has Harry's marks. So I'm just going to put it straight in. I'm just going to put a number, then tab to the next one. So depending on what they got for each question, I'm just going to do that. And Harry's actually done very, very well here. He's got everything correct except for question 20, which is 0. I press enter, go straight down to Urban, and with Urban has also done well, not quite as well as Harry. So he's got most of these correct. So once again, what I'm doing is I'm just typing in the number one and hitting the tab with my left hand. And then Urban got question 18 wrong, and he also got question 19 wrong. Question 20 correct. Okay, so as you can see here, it's done an automatic tally of the marks that they've gotten overall so far. Having a look here, Alex Hale has gotten 14 all up. It's automatically worked out that it says here D7 to S7. So the knowledge and understanding is coming from questions 1 through to 16. Okay, and then it also says sum of X7 to AD7. So X7 is over here. So that's 21A to AD7. So 21 to 26 is all part of knowledge and understanding. The communication problem solving. Instruction T. 7 to W7. So it goes from question 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then it also looks at AE7 to AK7, which is whatever we put in for 27 to. Okay, so yeah, that's all well and good. So when I'm going to put this into my whites, all I'm going to do is I'm going to read off each of these numbers. So, once I fill this all in, it should have the totals correct on knowledge and understanding for communication, and it should add up correctly in the totals. Okay. Interestingly, what I can see also from here is, so I've done the question analysis here. So set it up so that the questions that they have performed poorly on will be at the top, and the ones that they've done very well on will be at the bottom, just so that we can see where our classes have struggled. And as you can probably see here, we haven't done any of these yet, so don't worry too much about this. But for the multiple choice, 9 Science AL, 60% of them got question 6 correct. So that means that 40% of them got it wrong. So overall, they've done okay. All right. I've also put in the marks for my BM class. So let's have a look at what they look like. Similar kind of thing. Then we go to question analysis. All right. So they struggled for some reason with question 18, which has only 40% of them getting it right, or 38% rather. Okay. Whereas they also struggled with 6, which it was a 50-50 almost, 48%. And they did, everyone did well in question 17 and 3, and the various conditions. Okay, so there's that. We also have the individual results here. So we can bring up for each class the students that you have. So let's say, for example, I want to have a look at how Urban compared to everybody else. Okay, so Urban's results are in red. So that red line there shows how Urban did for each of the questions. And the class average is the purple. So as you can see here, Urban has done very, very well compared to the class, as we already knew. The class average for each question, we can actually hover over it and we can see it there. So let's have a look at somebody else. Let's have a look at Faris. Okay, so because there's all multiple choice, it's all one marker, but it shows you here what the how the students compared to the rest of the class. Well, they would, when they did this task. The overview sheet does a similar thing. Now, I've just done the standard kind of grading thing here. So the 85 to 100 is A, so on and so forth. So the percentage here, if I have a look at the marks here, this percentage, I know you're going 9%, but they have like 70%. He hasn't even completed the exam yet. But this is just based off the total points that are available at the moment. So out of the total number of marks that I've entered, he's gotten 70% of that correct. So that's where that's coming from. So it's kind of giving a little bit of a prediction. But anyhow, I'm sharing this with you guys. If you want to use it, feel free to do so. Yeah, you should find your classes. So once again, it's in shared science. If you have a look at assessment task solutions, 2022, 9, student performance, and you should see your class there. And just, yeah, there you go. All right, that's it for me.